Welcome to Budapest! This is Hungary's largest city and home to roughly 2 million people. It's bisected by the Danube River, which connects the hilly Buda district to the flat Pest side. It's noted for its architecture and numerous Art Nouveau buildings and beautiful old-fashioned cafes and boulevards, as well as elegant bathhouses. We're going to count down the top places to take photographs. Let's go check it out. First stop is the Keleti Rail Way, which was built in 1884. It's done in an eclectic style, and many people may enter Budapest through this building. Okay, so we made it to Budapest, and we are at, where are we, Mike?
Train station.
Train station! Next stop is Heroe Square, which is the largest and most impressive square in the city, located at the end of Andrassy Avenue and next to the city park. It's one of the most visited sites in Budapest. Next stop is Széchényi Baths. This was built in the late 1800s, and it is the largest medicinal bath in Europe. In fact, Budapest has more thermal springs than any other capital city in the world. You're going to want to photograph this beautiful Baroque style building, as well as take a dip in one of the pools. Next stop is the synagogue, which is the second largest synagogue in the world and the largest in Europe. Next stop is the funicular, which takes you to Buda Castle. Look at the line for the funicular. That's why we walked. We decided to walk instead of taking the funicular to the top of Buda's old town, and the views from up here are one of the most impressive in the whole city. Just a short 15-minute walk away in the Buda side is our sixth photo shoot stop, St. Matthias Church. This was built in late Gothic style from the 11th century. Make sure to check out the interior because there are ornate frescoes that cannot be missed. Right outside of the church is the Fisherman's Bastion. This is a tourist haven and one of the most spectacular views of the city. Make sure to bring your selfie stick for this one. You can see almost the entire city from up here. Fisherman's Bastion! Woo! The Fisherman's Bastion is a neo-Gothic masquerade that looks medieval, but in fact it was built in 1905. The Bastion's name was taken from the medieval guild of fishermen responsible for defending this stretch of the castle wall, but it actually never had an official defending function. The Bastion has 7 turrets in which you can walk to the top. Next stop is the Chain Bridge. This is the iconic bridge in Budapest that connects the Pest side to the Buda side, built in the 19th century. Down the Chain Bridge in Budapest. This is the Danube River. Yeah. Photo shoot stop number 9 is the Parliament Building. This is one of the most iconic buildings in Budapest. Budapest is home to the 3rd largest Parliament building in the world with its scene-stealing Gothic architecture. Only one at a time. Only one at a time. What do you think about the Parliament?
Awesome. Scary uniforms though.
We visited right at 4 p.m., which happens to be the changing of the guards. You can also pre-book a guided tour of the grand interior, highly recommended, where you can see the main staircase, dome hall, and Hungarian coronation jewels. Next stop is Café Gerbeaud, which is noted as being one of the greatest and most traditional coffee houses in Europe, with its elegant interior and exterior. I'll take that, and that, and that. Next stop is Vaci Street, which is a main pedestrian thoroughfare lined with numerous restaurants and shops primarily catering to the tourist market. Although it is touristy, it is worth photographing because there are numerous architectural gems in this part of town.
I am on High Street in Budapest looking at some amazing architecture.
One of my favorite places to shoot photography is the Danube River. If you go south of the Elisabeth Bridge, it gets much less touristy, and there's steps where you can have a picnic or take in the sunset views. It is magic hour. Look at this view of the Danube. This is so beautiful. One of the unique forms of transportation in Budapest are the streetcars, which go alongside the Danube River, which will take you to our favorite photo shoot stop, which is the Danube River Cruise. This is a beautiful cruise along the Danube, especially during sunset when you can see the city completely transform at night when all of the buildings are lit up. The boat cruise is a great way to see this expansive city, especially if you're limited on time, because it passes by almost all of the iconic buildings and you can see them lit up in all their glory. My favorite building that we passed was the Parliament, of course, which is the jewel of the Danube. It completely transforms at night. Going down the Danube, we passed under the Elisabeth Bridge, which is a more modern bridge, and we also passed by the Gellert Baths, which you may recognize because it looks strikingly similar to the hotel from the Grand Budapest Hotel movie. This was my second time visiting Budapest, and I hardly ever revisit cities, so that is saying a lot. It is unique, elegant, and exotic, with its buildings dating back to the city's golden age of the 19th century, the Austro-Hungarian Empire. The city is also shaped by eclectic and complicated pasts that included the Ottoman-era rule, as well as a socialist regime that wasn't abolished until 1989. Hungary entered the EU in 2004, but it retained its own currency and its unique language. Because of that, it is truly a one-of-a-kind city and one of my favorite cities to photograph in Central Europe. We hope that this video helped you in planning your trip. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more travel videos.